And now we will have the reading of the law. Exodus 20th chapter, verses 1 through 17. Go ahead.
And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which hath brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquities of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's.
Let's go into Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter. Read verses 13 and 14.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
And let's go into Revelation chapter 22, verses 14 and 15.
Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city. For without are dogs, and sorcerers, and whoremongers, and murderers, and idolaters, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie.
So we want to thank God for the reading of the law. Because as simple as it seems, I know I keep saying it, but the difference in the lake of fire and becoming God is the law. People overlook at some simple answer that Jesus gave the young man. When he said, what shall I do to get eternal life? He said, keep the commandments. That's too simple, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Why is it so simple? Because the Lord wants you to make the right choice, because whatever choice you make now, you're going to live with for an eternity.
Yes, sir.
But anyway, it looked like it snowed everywhere else too with this short list I got here for speaking. Must have snowed in California, in Arkansas. But anyway, sisters and brothers, I'm glad to have you, the sisters and brothers that are here, and I'm glad to stand before you on the Lord's Sabbath day. Because I tell you, the people that miss the day, they're going to miss a good lesson.
Yeah.
Right, I call it's good, sisters and brothers, because once you get through with this lesson, you're going to see that this thing is upon us.
Yes, sir.
And most of us, if not all of us that are here now, are going to see the end of this thing.
Yes, sir.
And this is not just wishful thinking. That's why, I pray when Israel get in trouble and they start trying to shoot the young people, I said, Lord, don't let them kill them, just let them put them in jail. So let them be there, because they ain't going to be there long. This thing is almost over with, sister and brother. And we have people out, I'm looking at YouTube, got some brother out there, and all of a sudden he done made a big thing out of Trump in America. For your information, America is not even mentioned in the Bible.
Right.
Not even as a sideshow. See, what you do is you get people hung up on these little old stories and you make them sound good, and they get away from the truth. And all of a sudden, it's up on them like a thief in the night. So we're going to deal with this. This lesson titled, From Babel to Babylon to the Millennium. We're going to start this thing and we're going to finish it today, sister and brother.
Yes, sir.
We started at Genesis, the 10th chapter. Genesis 10, because this is about all of the sons of Noah and their children. Genesis chapter 10, and we're going to start reading at verse 1. See, because sisters and brothers, this is the comfort I have. When I look around and see the world, you know, people being starved to death, people misused by people, and people in trouble, can't eat. And the only comfort I have is I look at this thing and I say, this thing is almost over with. Whatever the Lord bring on me, and I hope you think the same way, I can last it out because it's almost over with. Now, if the man is, like I said, Monday I turned 83 years old. If an 83-year-old man say he gonna last this thing until the Lord comes, what you gonna do?
Last this thing.
I might have one or two in here my age or older. But this thing is almost over with.
Yes, sir.
We're going to start in Genesis, the 10th chapter, and verse 1. Genesis 10 and 1. Okay, go ahead.
Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were the sons born after the flood.
Go ahead.
The sons of Japheth, Gomer, Magog, and Madai, Javan, and Tubal, and Meshach, and Tyrus. The sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, and Riphath, and Togarmah. The sons of Javan, Elisha, and Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanim. By these were the isles of the Gentiles divided in their lands, everyone after his tongue, after their families, in their nations. Now,
the Gentiles, people say if you ain't a Jew, you're a Gentile. That's the biggest lie ever been told. Gentiles are the children of Japheth, sisters and brothers, which we call European and white folks. That is the definition of a Gentile, the children of Japheth. Go ahead and read.
6. The sons of Ham, Cush, and Mizraim, and Phut, and Canaan. The sons of Cush, Seba, and Havlon, Sapton, Ramah, and Saptica. And the sons of Ramah, Sheba, and Dedan. And Cush begot Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one in the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Wherefore, it is said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord.
Go ahead.
And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel, and Erech, and Akkad, and Calneh, in the land of Shinar.
Now these are the children of Ham, which we call African, which we showed last week that don't include us. Okay? We're Israelites, same color, different people.
Yes,
what
sir.
Verse?
That was in the 10.
Skip down to verse 21 now. Because we told about Japheth, the Gentile, and about the Cushites, the African, and we're not going to do a whole lot of reading on Shem because we're going to come out of Shem, this lesson. But skip down to verse 21 and read it.
And unto Shem also, the father of all the children of Eber, the brother of Japheth, the elder, even to him were children born.
See now, Shem, you hear people talking about anti-Semitic. Every time they want to say something about the people that call themselves Jews, you're anti-Semitic. Well, we come out of Shem too, we Semitic.
Right.
The Arabs, the children of Ishmael, are Semitic. So when you use the word anti-Semitic, you need to find out who you're talking about. And whose children are these? Because we come out of Shem. Skip down to verse 32 and read it. Go ahead.
These are the families of the sons of Noah, after their generation, in their nations. And by these were the nations divided in the earth after the flood.
Now, this is one family. Man is one family. The people don't understand that. You know, just like the word man, M-A-N, that's a singular, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
But it's also called what you call a uniplural. Everybody on this planet is man, male and female. And everybody on this planet are sisters and brothers. This has gone by everybody. Now let's go on to the 11th chapter of Genesis. 11 and 1. Genesis 11 and 1. Okay, go ahead.
And the whole earth was of one language and of one speech.
That's why, because we all are one family. We all have the same language, same speech, regardless of color. You understand? Go ahead and read.
And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar. They dwelt there. And they said one to another, go to, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone and slime had they for mortar. And they said, go to, let us build a city and a tower whose top may reach into the heaven. And let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth.
Now see, man didn't want to be scattered from among one another, because this is one family. They wanted to stay all together, but God didn't create this man to just stay in one group. He wanted this man to populate the whole earth.
Right.
And they said, let's build this city, this tower, so we won't be scattered. They want to build a great big tower, which read, so no matter where you are, you can always look back and know what home was. And you can get back there. God wasn't ready for that.
Right.
Go ahead and read.
And the Lord came down and see the city and the tower which the children of men builded.
Go ahead.
And the Lord said, behold, the people is one, and they have all one language. And this they begin to do. And now nothing will be restrained from them which they have imagined to do.
So it's the people of one. Everybody was on the same page. Can you imagine? Everybody on the planet is on the same page. Think the same way. Serve the same God. Speak the same speech. That's unimaginable. That's the way it was, sister and brother.
Yeah.
But God came down and he changed that. Go ahead and read.
Go to, let us go down and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth.
Go ahead.
And they left off to build the city.
Now the best way to scatter some people is to make sure that they don't understand one another.
Right.
So the people that understood one another, they migrated their way. And the people that understood, everybody got with the group that you can communicate. Same thing, if you walking somewhere and trying to communicate with somebody, then you can't do it. I remember years ago, we had this Spanish guy, he was a minister, preacher. He called, and he was really, really wanted to talk with me. But his English was so bad and my Spanish was non-existent. We both just hung up in frustration. Because if you cannot communicate, you don't stay together. What verse was that?
9.
Go ahead.
Therefore the name of it called Babel, because the Lord did there confound the language of all the earth. And from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth.
So now that's why it's called Babel. You get people that's babbling, don't nobody know what they're talking about.
Right. Right.
Now, they said that Nimrod was the king over. Well, Nimrod had his kingdom, but whether he was king here, I don't know that, sister and brother. But what I do know, until the time when Babylon came along, there was no set of people. The world was never under one system anymore. It was all scattered. But then the Lord brought them back together. But who did he bring them back together, sisters and brothers? Under Babylon. Starting with Nebuchadnezzar, the first man that ever ruled the entire earth. We're going to go into Jeremiah, the 27th chapter. People talking about the great civilization of Egypt, but Egypt never ran the whole world, sisters and brothers. And who is Nebuchadnezzar? Nebuchadnezzar is a Gentile. And when Nebuchadnezzar started running the world, sisters and brothers, it was the times of the Gentiles. Because the Lord gave every one of the sons of Ham, sons of Noah, an opportunity to run this earth. And everybody messed it up. Ham messed it up. Shem, tell me Israel, we can't mess it up. Because, you know, people think about Egypt, the great civilization, but one of the greatest war machines on the earth was Assyria, Hamites, which came out of Ethiopia. They messed it up. Mm-hmm. Then we got Saul, David, and Solomon. That's when we fell off the vine and we messed it up. Mm-hmm. Now it's in the hand of the Gentiles, sisters and brothers. And can't nobody take it away from them.
No.
And they still messing it up. Ain't no more sons left. That means that we are at the end of the line, sisters and brothers. Y'all understand?
Right.
27:1. Go ahead.
In the beginning of the reign of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, came this word unto Jeremiah from the Lord, saying,
Go ahead.
Thus said the Lord to me, make thee bonds and yokes, and put them upon thy neck, and send them to the king of Edom, and to the king of Moab, and to the king of the Ammonites, and to the king of Tyrus, and to the king of Zidon, by the hand of the messengers which came to Jerusalem, and to Zedekiah, king of Judah.
Now, he named these, but actually he sent the yokes to everybody, sisters and brothers. Mm-hmm. And why did he say send these yokes and tell them what? Go ahead and read.
And command them to say unto their masters, thus said the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel.
Go ahead.
Thus shall ye say unto your masters, I made the earth, the man, and the beast that are upon the ground, by my great power and by my outstretched arm, and have given it unto whom it seemed meet unto me.
He said, now I created everything, the beasts, everything, even the men, everybody, and I have given it to whom it seems good for me to give it to. Because this is the Lord that's doing this. Go ahead and read.
And now have I given all these lands into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, my servant.
He have given all these lands into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, his servant. Brother, he was serving. Look, Russia's going to be serving God too. That don't mean he righteous.
Yes, sir.
Serving because he's going to, just like Satan is a servant when he tell him to go upside your head.
Right.
So I've given my servant all these nations. Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, my servant. Go ahead and read.
And the beasts of the field have I given him also to serve him. And all nations shall serve him, and his sons, and his sons' sons, until the very time of his land come. And then many nations and great kings shall serve themselves of him.
Now, this, pay attention to, sisters and brothers, that 7th verse there. It said, and all nations shall serve him, and his son, and his son's son. That gets beyond his biological son, sisters and brothers. But it's still within his people, the Gentile. Until the very time of his land come, and then many nations and great kings shall serve themselves on him. Mm-hmm. I mean, a whole lot of nations going to come against Babylon. But then, did Babylon fall like that? Let's go and look at it. Let's go into Daniel, the 2nd chapter. Just think. It says, many nations going to serve them.
Yeah.
And we're going to find out if that's the case. Because we're going to pick this, dynasty up because Nebuchadnezzar's rule go a long way, sisters and brothers. Daniel, the 2nd chapter. Daniel chapter 2. And we're going to start reading at verse 1. Daniel 2:1. Okay, go ahead.
In the 2nd year of the reign of Nebuchadnezzar, Nebuchadnezzar dreamed dreams.
Now, there's still Nebuchadnezzar. He dreamed a dream. Go ahead and read.
Wherewith his spirit was troubled, and his sleep brake from him.
Go ahead.
Then the king commanded to call the magicians and astrologers and the sorcerers and the Chaldeans for to show the king his dream. So they came and stood before the king.
Now this is the guy that God put over the whole world. Nebuchadnezzar ruled the whole world. He had a dream and he had this group of wise men. He called them because God made him have a dream. He couldn't remember the dream, let alone interpret it. Go ahead and read.
And the king said unto them, I have dreamed a dream, and my spirit was troubled to know the dream. Then spake the Chaldeans to the king in Syriac, O king, live forever. Tell thy servant the dream, and we will show the interpretation. The king answered and said to the Chaldeans, the thing is gone from me. If you would not make known unto me the dream with the interpretation thereof, ye shall be cut in pieces, and your houses shall be made a dunghill.
Now why was he so hard? Because all these people running around talking about they know everything.
Right.
They are great wisdom, wise people, and they done live good. So the king said, when I want you, and you can't deliver, I'm going to cut you in pieces and make your house an outhouse. Right. Go ahead and read.
That was the end of 5.
Skip down to verse 10. Verse 10 and go ahead.
The Chaldeans answered before the king and said, there is not a man upon the earth that can show the king's matter.
That's very presumptuous, isn't it? Go ahead and read.
Therefore there is no king, lord, no ruler that asks such things at any magician or astrologer or Chaldean.
Go ahead.
It is a rare thing that the king requireth, and there is none other that can show it before the king except the gods whose dwelling is not with flesh.
Now, he was right there. But go ahead and read.
For this cause the king was angry and very furious and commanded to destroy all the wise men of Babylon.
I mean, this king wasn't fooling around.
No.
Y'all act like you know everything when I come to you and I'm really desperate. You don't? I tell you what, I don't need y'all. I'm going to kill every one of you.
Right.
Go ahead and read.
And the decree went forth that the wise men should be slain. And they sought Daniel and his fellows to be slain.
See, now why didn't he call Daniel in the first place?
Right.
But the same thing, if the leaders of this country want to know something about what's going to happen with prophecy or in the future, they would never call me.
No, they won't.
They would call, they either go to the Pope or some big, like a lot of the preachers, before he died, a lot of the heads of states and residents used to go to Billy Graham. But they never called me. You know why? Because I'm from among the captives.
Right.
Captives ain't supposed to know nothing. But what they don't understand is the captives here are the priests of God.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
That was in 13.
Let's skip down to verse 24 and go ahead.
Therefore Daniel went in into Arioch.
See, they didn't look for Daniel. They didn't look for Daniel them to get wisdom.
No.
They looked for Daniel them to kill him.
Right.
That was Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, which you know as Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. So if they come, if they give a decree to kill all the wise men, if they show up here, not to get no wisdom, but to kill me. And everybody that said they know about the word of God from among the captives. But then, start that 24th verse again. And let's see what happened. Go ahead and read.
Therefore Daniel went in into Arioch, whom the king had ordained to destroy the wise men of Babylon. He went and said thus unto him, destroy not the wise men of Babylon. Bring me in before the king, and I will show unto the king the interpretation.
Now see, it already come to Daniel, and Daniel said, wait a minute. Why, this decision is hasty. What's going on? So the guy told him. He asked for a little time. He got it. Now he consulted the Lord. And the Lord informed him.
Yeah.
So once he was informed, then he said, I'll tell you what, now take me in before the king.
Right.
And I'll interpret this thing for him. Go ahead and read.
Then Arioch brought in Daniel before the king in haste and said unto him, I have found a man of the captives of Judah.
I found a man of what?
The captives.
The captives of Judah. Go ahead and read.
That will make known unto the king the interpretation.
Now he will tell you what your dream was about. So we're going to get on and deal with the dream. Skip right on down to verse 31. Verse 31. And Daniel started to tell him what he dreamed first. Go ahead and read.
Thou, O king, sawest, and behold, a great image. This great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. This image head was of fine gold, his breasts and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass, his legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay.
Go ahead.
Thou sawest that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet, thou of iron and clay, and break them to pieces.
Now, he's told them about this big image that they saw, sisters and brothers. And he saw that a stone smote this image on the feet. And he discarded it, sisters and brothers. Keep reading.
Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together and became like the chaff of the summer threshing floor.
Go ahead.
And the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain and filled the whole earth.
So now that stone that hit this image on the feet, when it hit it, it became a great mountain and it filled the whole earth. I want to show the picture up there. I want to show you this, sisters and brothers. This image that Nebuchadnezzar had. We're going to run the whole thing down to the hitting of the feet. See now, when you look at this, this is the head of gold, that's Babylon. He's going to break it down. And one is Medo-Persia. Then the next is Greece. And the next is Rome. And the feet down there, that's the European Union. The last resurrection of the Roman Empire. So what's going to happen? He said a stone hit it on the feet. Look like if you want to knock somebody out, you should hit him in the head, right?
Right.
Why are you going to hit this image on the feet? It's because, sisters and brothers, this image represents the Gentile dynasty from Nebuchadnezzar down to the European Union.
Right.
Nebuchadnezzar served his time, he went on. Medo-Persian kingdom went on. Rome, the Greek Empire, they went on. And finally the Roman Empire, which fell and rose 10 times, because there's a 10th resurrection over there now under the name of the European Union. So the 10 toes represent the last of the nations that come out of Nebuchadnezzar. That's why they hit it on the feet, because they're the only one that's left. What verse are we now?
36.
Go ahead and read.
This is the dream, and we will tell the interpretation thereof before the king.
Go ahead.
Thou, O king, art king of kings. For the God of heaven hath given thee a kingdom,
Go ahead.
power and strength and glory. And whatsoever the children of men dwell, the beasts of the field and the fowl of the heaven, have he given into thine hand, and have made thee ruler over all them all. Over them all. Thou art this head of gold.
So he told you, Nebuchadnezzar, the Lord that gave you the whole planet. You are this head of gold. Go ahead and read.
And after thee shall arise another kingdom inferior to thee.
That's the Medo-Persian Empire. Go ahead and read.
And another third kingdom of brass.
That's the Greek Empire. Go ahead and read.
Which shall bear rule over all the earth.
Now, if you go and look at history, you'll find out it came just like that.
Yes, sir.
That's why the Lord called me to write the four winds of heaven, to show you that the empires came in order like the prophets called them.
Yes,
no
sir.
coincidence. Nobody out of place. Everybody was where they were supposed to be. We have other lessons. We'll get off into the intricate parts of the operation of it.
Yes, sir.
But not today. Go ahead and read. What verse?
40.
Go ahead and read.
And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron. For as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise.
That's the Roman Empire. Go ahead and read.
And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. But there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay.
So now, that means you're going to have a strong nation and you're going to have weak nations that's going to make up these 10 toes, this European Union. What verse?
That was in of 41.
Go ahead and read.
And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken.
So now, that's going to weak and strong kingdom, sisters and brothers. that's going to make up the European Union. And that stone that hit on the feet, let's see who that represented. We're going to skip down to verse 44 and go ahead.
And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom, which shall never be destroyed.
Go ahead.
And the kingdom shall not be left to others people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms.
Go ahead.
And it shall stand forever. For as much as thou sawest that the stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, and that it break in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver, and the gold, the great God hath made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter. And the dream is certain, and the interpretation thereof sure.
That means it's going to happen. So what happened? That stone, it represents Jesus, sisters and brothers. And we just read that, look, in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom. What day? King, the 10 over there that's under the banner of the European Union. We are in these days. So if the book said in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom, that means we're going to see it in this generation, sister.
Yes, sir.
And this is what the world don't understand. All the players are at the table, sisters and brothers. And that's why the stone hit the image on the feet, because that's all that's left of the Gentile dynasty. And the Lord told Israel that Jerusalem is going to be treaded underfoot until the times of the Gentile is fulfilled. Now let's go into Daniel, the 5th chapter. Daniel chapter 5. Because we read that once Nebuchadnezzar, that Babylon was going to be taken out by a whole host of nations, didn't we? So that's why I said that was not talking about Babylon, the old Nebuchadnezzar's Babylon. That was talking about Babylon the Great, that comes under the European Union. Because we're going to show you how Nebuchadnezzar's Babylon ended. Daniel 5, and we're going to start reading at verse 1. Daniel 5 and 1. It ended because Nebuchadnezzar had a son that was very stupid.
Yeah.
And we're going to show you he was very stupid.
Yeah, he was.
5 and 1, go ahead and read.
Belshazzar, the king, made a great feast to 1,000 of his lords and drank wine before the 1,000.
Now, people said it was a grandson. It might have been a grandson or a great-grandson. But the whole thing is, he was still ruling over the kingdom that's called Babylon.
Yes, sir.
And he made a great feast. Go ahead and read.
Belshazzar, while he tasted the wine, commanded to bring the gold and silver vessels which his father Nebuchadnezzar had taken out of the temple, which was in Jerusalem, that the king and his princes, his wives and his concubines might drink therein.
Now I said, while he was in his wine. In other words, he didn't mess around and got high and he went stupid.
Right.
His father wouldn't even mess with them holy
vessels.
Stuff that they got, holy cups and stuff that they got out of the temple. Because his father God slapped him around some, let him know who run it, didn't he?
Yes. And
this guy saw it all. He got drinking his wine and got all his people in front of him, his lords and his wives and his concubines. So he going to dishonor God. He going to show how great he is. What verse?
That was in the 2.
Go ahead.
Then they brought the golden vessels that were taken out of the temple of the house of God, which was at Jerusalem.
Go ahead.
And the king and his princes, his wives, and his concubines drank in them.
Go ahead.
They drank wine and praised the gods of gold and of silver, of brass, of iron, of wood, and of stone. In the same hour came forth.
They drank all about the material stuff.
Right.
Which riches among the men. So in that same hour, what?
In that same hour came forth fingers of a man's hand and wrote over against the candlestick upon the plaster of the wall of the king's palace. And the king saw the part of the hand that wrote.
Nah, all of a sudden, you drinking out of the holy temple and a hand pops up. Poof. Everybody looking at it.
Yeah.
Pops up over there. Here you go. and rolled over on the plaster of the wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's just like, I used to be in them joints, halfway in the wind, somebody come in and tell me, somebody got a pistol, I'll sew them up in a minute. Let's see what happened when he saw that handwriting on the wall. Go ahead and read.
Then the king's countenance was changed.
Yeah, because he stopped being drunk.
Yeah.
Now. He done got sober because he watching them fingers as they go by across. Go ahead and read.
And his thoughts troubled him. So that the joints of his loins were loose.
Go ahead.
And his knees smote one against another.
When you scared enough for your knees to knock, you sober. Because he did something stupid. Go ahead and read.
The king cried aloud to bring in the astrologers, the Chaldeans, and the soothsayers. And the king spake and said to the wise men of Babylon, whosoever shall read this writing and show me the interpretation thereof shall be clothed with scarlet and have a chain of gold about his neck and shall be the third ruler in the kingdom.
Now he called in all of his wise people and none of them could do it.
No.
None of them. But then his mother, the queen, came and reminded him that you got a wise man that was appointed by your father, the chief of the wise men.
Right.
He's the one that had, they said the Holy God, but really said the Spirit of God in it. Why don't you call him? And he did it. Skip down to verse 13. Verse 13, and read it.
Then was Daniel brought in before the king. And the king spake and said unto Daniel, art thou that Daniel which art of the children of the captivity of Judah?
They're like to remind us that we captives, ain't it?
Always.
And they still doing it now.
Yeah, they do.
Go ahead and read.
Whom the king, my father, brought out of Jewry. That was the end of 13.
And so now, Daniel talked with him. Skip down to verse 17. Verse 17 and go ahead.
Then Daniel answered and said before the king, let thy gifts be to thyself, and get thy reward to another.
Go ahead.
Yet I will read the writing to the king, and make known to him the interpretation.
So let your gift to another. Before he told him that, he really laid into that king.
Yeah.
So you saw what your father did. You saw what God did to your father. You saw all of this and how your father was humble, but still, your pride got you here. So I'm going to tell you what the interpretation is. See, because this is one, it was written in another language. You know what you call that? Written in tongues.
Right.
Like speaking in tongues. So that's why the Lord said if somebody speak in tongues, if you ain't got nobody in there to interpret, then shut up.
Right.
Why you babbling? Don't nobody understand. You don't even understand.
Right.
So now, he's I'm going to tell you, because the preacher and the prophet always have to tell what the Lord tells him.
Yeah, they do.
Skip down to verse 25. Verse 25 and go ahead.
And this is the writing that was written.
And this is the writing that was written. Go ahead.
Many, many tekel upharsin. This is the interpretation of the thing.
Now, it is the interpretation of the thing. That's what, see them, what we see here, what was written in the plaster.
Right.
So Daniel told him what it was, and then he said, here's the interpretation. Go ahead and read.
Many. God have numbered thy kingdom and finished it.
God have numbered your kingdom, and you ain't got much time, mister. He done finished it. Because it was a stupid thing he did.
It was.
Go ahead and read.
Tekel, thou weighed in the balance, and I found wanting.
He put you on the scale, and you come up lacking, mister.
Right.
You're a lightweight, trying to act like a heavyweight.
Right.
Go ahead.
Perez. Thy kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and Persians.
And thy kingdom, he didn't say will be. Thy kingdom is divided and given unto the Medes and the Persians. And let's see how they got it. Go ahead and read.
They commanded Belshazzar, and they clothed Daniel with scarlet and put a chain of gold about his neck and made a proclamation concerning him that he should be the third ruler in the kingdom.
Well, he did what he said, but go ahead and read.
In that night.
In that next month.
No.
Next year.
That night.
The next day.
No.
I can see why you have been put in the your kingdom has been your kingdom is numbered. It is finished. And that night, go ahead,
was Belshazzar, the king of the Chaldeans, slain. And Darius the Median took the kingdom, being about 62 years old.
Now, in that very night, God killed this foolish seed of Nebuchadnezzar.
Right.
And Darius the Median took the kingdom, being about 62 years old. There was no war there, was it?
Nope.
He inherited the kingdom. But the Lord said Babylon was going to be destroyed by a lot of nations, many nations and great kings. So that means that he wasn't talking about Babylon the Great. He was talking about, he wasn't talking about Babylon, the Nebuchadnezzar Babylon.
Right.
He was talking about
Babylon
the Great. See, remember, that statue that we saw, it was one statue, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
It was not broken in pieces. It just was made out of different oils to show, I guess, the one that with more power and the one that less power. But it was one, sisters and brothers. One. Now, that statue, the head of it was Nebuchadnezzar, but it showed up, you know, but it was inherited by the Medes and the Persians.
Right, Darius.
Darius the Mede first. Who are the Medes right now? That's what the people are called. Those are the Russians, sisters and brothers. Who are the Persians right now? The Iranians. They're Gentile. People think the Iranians are Arab. They're not. They're Gentiles. Okay? And so now, the first one that took it over from among the Gentiles was Cyrus. So the second one, rather, was Darius the Mede.
Right.
And his kingdom lasted until it got down to the last one, which was Cyrus, the Persian, sisters and brothers. So now, but still, we're going to work our way there and get to the Medes and the Persians. Let's go into 2 Chronicles, the 36th chapter. Because the Lord said, you're going to serve Nebuchadnezzar, his sons and his sons. And you're going to do it even down to the Persian Empire.
Right.
Chronicles 36, 2 Chronicles, the 36th chapter. 2 Chronicles, the 36th chapter, and verse 11. Now, we're going to read the same thing here that we read in the lesson last week.
Right.
But the lesson last week, this thing we read out of Ezra.
Yes, sir.
But we're reading this out of 2 Chronicles. 2 Chronicles 36 and verse 11. 36 and 11. Okay, go ahead.
Zedekiah was 120 years old when he began to reign.
This was the last king that we ever had, King Zedekiah. And he was evil. And the Lord cut him off. And we ain't had a king since this guy. Go ahead and read.
And reigned 11 years in Jerusalem. He did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord his God, and humbled not himself before Jeremiah the prophet, speaking from the mouth of the Lord.
Now, that's why I don't understand why my brothers are always trying to lay something on somebody else. The last king we had did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord and would not hear the prophet. Skip down to verse 17 and read it.
Therefore he brought upon them the king of the Chaldees,
which was Nebuchadnezzar. Go ahead and read.
who slew their young men with the sword in the house of their sanctuary.
Go ahead.
Had no compassion upon young man or maid, old man or him that stooped for age. He gave them all into his hand.
So now, he didn't care who they were. He killed as many as he would. And what about the rest of them? Skip down to verse 20. Verse 20 and go ahead.
And them that had escaped from the sword carried he away to Babylon, where they were servants to him and his sons until the reign of the kingdom of Persia.
Now, he took them to Babylon, and they served until the reign of the kingdom of Persia, sisters and brothers. That was the last of that?
No, that was the end of 20.
Go ahead and read.
To fulfill the word of the Lord by the mouth of Jeremiah, until the land had enjoyed her Sabbath. For as long as she lay desolate, she kept Sabbath to fulfill 70 years.
See, this had been prophesied that was going to happen because they wouldn't do what he said. Go ahead and read.
Now in the first year of Cyrus, king of Persia, that the word of the Lord spoken by the mouth of Jeremiah may be accomplished, the Lord stirred up the spirit of Cyrus, king of Persia, that he made a proclamation throughout all the kingdom and put it also in writing, saying,
Go ahead.
Thus saith Cyrus, king of Persia, all the kingdoms of the earth have the Lord God of heaven given me.
So he gave it the same kingdom that he gave Nebuchadnezzar. So how many kingdoms did he give Nebuchadnezzar?
Oh.
All the kings on earth. So the Medo-Persian Empire inherited, sisters and brothers. Nobody took it by force. Go ahead and read.
And he have charged me to build him a house in Jerusalem, which is in Judah. Who is there among you of all his people? The Lord his God be with him, and let him go up.
Now, and Ezra, Nehemiah, and all of them went up, and they built the house of Jerusalem, sisters and brothers.
Yeah.
But the whole thing was, even though the name had changed, it was still Babylon, sisters and brothers.
Yeah.
Why? It's because that statue didn't have a break in it. Let's go into Ezra, the 5th chapter. Ezra, the 5th chapter. And we're going to pay attention to what we read. Because when they went out there and started building that tower, the local people stopped them. And they told the local people, we was commissioned by the king to do this. So they wrote a letter and telling Cyrus that they tried to stop him, and they say he got orders from him.
Right.
We're going to start at verse 9. Verse 9, 5 and 9. Go ahead and read.
Then asked we those elders and said unto them, thus, who commanded you to build this house and to make up these walls?
See, that's the local people said that.
Right.
Who commanded you to do this and make up these walls? Skip down to verse 11. Go ahead and read.
And thus they returned us answer, saying, we are the servants of the God of heaven and earth.
Now they answered us and said this.
Right.
We are the servants of the God of heaven and earth. Go ahead and read.
And build the house that was built these many years ago, which a great king of Israel built and set up.
So we're going to rebuild a house that Solomon built. Go ahead and read.
But after that, our fathers had provoked the God of heaven into wrath. He gave them into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, the Chaldean, who destroyed this house.
Go ahead.
And carried the people away into Babylon.
He said, but our people rebelled against God. He took us out and destroyed this house by the king of Babylon. Now let's see what he said about Cyrus here. Verse 13, pay attention. Go ahead and read.
But in the first year of Cyrus, the king of Babylon.
Wait a minute. First year of Cyrus, the king of what?
Babylon.
Because it was still Babylon.
Yes, sir.
They took over the kingdom of Babylon. And they didn't take it by force, wasn't no war. Darius inherited it, and went on down. Because I want you to understand that this is still the kingdom of Babylon, even though it was called Medo-Persia,
right,
Greece, and Rome. Finish that verse.
But in the first year of Cyrus, the king of Babylon, the same king Cyrus made a decree to build this house of God.
So it was still decreed by the king of Babylon. But this king was talking Cyrus here, sisters and brothers.
Right.
Even though they changed it to Medo-Persia, but still it was the Gentile dynasty, Babylon. Called by the other name, but it was still Babylon. Medo-Persia, Greece, Rome. And after the 10th fall and resurrection, the European Union. But it still was the kingdom of Babylon.
Yes, sir.
Let's go and show you what I'm talking about. Let's go into Revelation, the 13th chapter. Revelation, the 13th chapter. Because from the 600 BC, this whole planet has been ran by Gentiles, the children of Japhet. Revelation 13, and we're going to start reading at verse 1. Now here's the resurrection of a Babylonian dynasty. But it comes in another form. But the Lord hadn't told us about this form. He called it 10 toes, didn't he? 13 and 1. Go ahead and read.
And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rising up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns.
Having 7 heads and 10 horns. What are these 7 heads? 1 was a Babylonian head. 2 was a Medo-Persian head. And 4 was the Greek head, because remember, Alexander the Great died and his 4 generals took over. So well, that's 6, right?
Yes, 6.
And the last one was the Roman head, which made 7. So now, we look at here, this is the resurrection of the old Roman Empire, of old Babylonia. It was founded on the 7 heads, but when it came back, it had 10 horns. These 10 horns represent the same 10 toes in the 2nd chapter of Daniel. That the Lord told us in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom. That stone that hit the image on the feet, it didn't bounce back to heaven, did it? It grew and filled the entire earth. Doesn't mean when Jesus comes, he's going to run this earth. He ain't going back to heaven. What verse?
Middle of 13.
Go ahead.
And upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy.
Upon his horn 10 crowns, and upon his head the name of blasphemy. You said the middle of 13.
I'm 13th chapter, middle of the 1st verse.
You better get in this thing then.
I'm in it.
What verse are we going to now?
2nd verse.
Okay, go ahead.
And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard.
That's the leopard. That's the Greek Empire. Go ahead and read.
And his feet were as the feet of a bear.
That's the Medo-Persian Empire. Don't you know that what's Russia's symbol now?
The bear.
A bear. Ain't nobody changed. The only thing that changed is we don't know nothing. The world done went dumb now.
Right.
The bear, go ahead and read.
And his mouth as the mouth of a lion.
Babylonian Empire. Go ahead, and he had 10 horns, which represented the Roman Empire. Go ahead and read.
And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority.
So where did he get his power from, sisters and brothers?
Right.
Satan the devil.
Yes, sir.
He gave him his power, seat, and great authority. That's why people don't understand what Paul said, Paul, the apostle to the Gentiles, said that the Gentiles sacrifice to devils because that's where they got their power from, not from God. He said, I would not that you should eat of the Lord's table and the devil's table.
Yeah.
So they got it from Satan the devil. Go ahead and read.
And I saw one of his heads as it was wounded to death.
Go ahead.
And his deadly wound was healed. And all the world wondered after the beast.
So what was that head that was wounded is now healed, and the whole world is wondering after? That's the Roman's head. What do you think you got this modern day Christianity from? People tell me, well, I'm Catholic. I said, no, you're not. You are Roman Catholic.
Yes, sir.
When I'm Baptist, you're Roman Catholic. I'm Methodist, you're Roman Catholic. When I'm Seventh-day Adventist, you think you're going to heaven, you're Roman Catholic. And they all got their power from the same place, sisters and brothers. Because their deadly wound was healed.
It was healed.
It didn't even change the Lord's Sabbath day. Don't you know that come out of Rome? Skip down to verse 5. Verse 5 and go ahead.
And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemy.
Go ahead.
And power was given unto him to continue 42 months.
Now, he speak great things now, but he's going to blaspheme even more. But see, this false prophet and the beast, which represent the European Union, they come as a unit, sisters and brothers. False prophets speak for the beast and vice versa, because they come as a unit. And he said when he come into power, he's going to last for 42 months. How many years is that?
3.5.
3.5 years, sisters and brothers. And what are they going to do with the people that do know their God? Skip down to verse 7 and read it.
And it was given it to him to make war with the saints and overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations.
That's why you saints better be in a place of safety. Because he's going to be seeking people like us out that's telling this truth.
Yeah.
And the Lord's going to let him deal with us for 3.5 years. That's why the only place that you can find safety is in the place that's called a place of safety, in the wilderness, sister and brother.
Yeah.
That's why I said it was given to him to make war with the saints and to overcome them.
Yes, sir.
That means this guy's going to win. With the sword, you just don't let him win in your mind. Because if you do, you're in trouble. Mm-hmm. So now, let's put a name on this great rising power.
Right.
Let's give it a name. Let's go into Revelation 17 chapter. Revelation chapter 17. And we're going to start reading that verse 1. This is the same ones here. Same combination. The nation and the religion that's actually conducting it. People talking about, it's a separation of church and state. That's in conversation only. The church has always directed the state.
Always.
Verse 1, go ahead and read.
And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither. I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
This is the great religion that says she come from God and that rules over a lot of people. Go ahead and read.
With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
And that's what's wrong now. Spiritual drunk. Going to heaven. Satan in hell barbecuing people.
Right.
Christ born on the 25th day of December. You drunk with it.
Big time.
And when people try to tell you different, you ready to fight like a drunk person.
Right. Right.
What verse?
3rd verse.
Go ahead.
So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast.
Go ahead.
Full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
So we know who this is, don't we? This beast that had 7 heads and 10 horns.
Yep.
And a woman was riding this beast. The woman is the religious part. Go ahead and read.
And the woman was a red and purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls.
Go ahead.
Having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication.
That's that bad religion. That's what we've been drinking. And what's written on her? Go ahead.
And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great.
Mystery Babylon the Great.
The mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
And the abominations of the earth. Because the mother of harlots, that means a whole lot of little whorish churches come out of her. Mm-hmm. But it didn't say Rome the Great, didn't it?
No.
Babylon the Great. Because this is still Babylon that we're dealing with. Go ahead and read.
And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints.
Go ahead.
And with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus.
Go ahead.
And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration.
Now, Jesus was killed in Rome under Gentile rulership, wasn't it? Go ahead and read.
And the angel said unto me, Wherefore didst thou marvel?
Go ahead.
I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her.
While you marvel at it, I'm going to tell you who she is and the one that's carrying her. Go ahead and read.
Which have the 7 heads and 10 horns.
Go ahead.
The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit.
Go ahead.
And go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is.
Now see, the people that's wondering and worshiping her, Their name is not written in the book of life. But it's actually the book of life of Jesus, who was slain from the foundation of the world.
Right.
That don't mean that their name wasn't written in it from the foundation of the world. That Jesus died, and he's the one that died and was slain by Adam in the Garden of Eden. But what did they call her? Babylon the Great, didn't it? Skip down to verse 12. Verse 12 and go ahead.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet.
Now, when John wrote this, there was no such thing as a European Union, wasn't it?
Right.
So there are 10 kings which have received no kingdom yet. Go ahead and read.
But receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast.
And that 1 hour is 3.5 years.
Yep.
Because they got a man that's going to be called a beast too. But go ahead and read.
These have one mind.
That's why I know all of them had to be Catholic. Like I said for years, that England had to drop out because it was Protestant. All of them had to be one mind. All of them had to adhere to whatever the Pope said.
Yep.
Don't you know, in Europe now, they're doing calendars with Sunday as the 7th day of the week? The church wants that. And they're saying they're going to push this thing too. These all going to have one mind. And shall give their power and strength to the beast. Go ahead and read.
And shall give their power and strength unto the beast.
Go ahead.
These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them.
Look, they're going to make war with the Lamb.
Crazy.
Didn't it say that this stone smote the image on the feet and broke it to pieces? And it says that the stone grew and filled the entire earth.
Yes, sir.
And he said, the interpretation is that in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom.
Yep.
This is talking about the same time, sisters and brothers. These guys going to make war with the Lamb. That's the stone.
Right.
But we saw what's going to happen to him, don't we?
Yeah.
Finish that verse.
For he is Lord of lords and King of kings. And they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful.
That'll be those of us that be in the first resurrection. We're going to help him knock that king and beat up them toes. Okay? Go ahead and read.
And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the horse sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues.
That means that you can't go nowhere where you ain't got a Catholic religion, a Catholic belief somewhere, sister and brother. It might not call it, but the same thing. I'm a Baptist, but still you say you're going to be raptured off to heaven.
Right.
I'm Methodist, but still you hold service on Sunday, the first day of the week. On and on. In my day when we was coming along, don't you know, the old Hebrew Israelites used to hold service on Sunday? Finally, somebody woke up. So now, what are we talking about here, sisters and brothers? These guys are going to be war with Jesus. And Jesus and the people in the first resurrection going to take them down. That is what you call the war of Armageddon. Now let's go into Jeremiah, the 51st chapter, because we didn't put a name on this woman. And the nation. What's it called? Babylon the Great.
Yes, sir.
And let you know that the Babylon that was inherited was not talking about the Babylon that the Lord said was going to be taken down by many nations. That's the one we're looking at right now. Right. And the world don't even know it, sisters and brothers. Church going to be full of people tomorrow. And they don't even know who the European Union are. And when you tell them, oh, you must be crazy, you're losing your mind. Get out of my face. Get on back over there where that cult is. Jeremiah chapter 51, because when the Lord take down Babylon, he going to rule this earth. Nobody else going to rule it after him. 51:1. Jeremiah 51, and we're going to start reading that verse 1. Okay, read it.
Thus said the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind. And will send into Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about.
So what day is going to do this? In the day of trouble. Do you know what the day of trouble is? That's the time of the great tribulation.
Yes, sir.
In the day of trouble, I'm going to do this. Old Babylon has been gone a long time, hasn't it? Go ahead and read.
3. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifted himself up in his brigandine.
That's all right. Keep reading.
Yeah. And spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts.
Go ahead.
Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets. For Israel have not been forsaken, nor Judah of his God, or of the Lord of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel.
Let you know God still is the God of Israel. Go ahead and read.
Flee out of the midst of Babylon.
You got to do that 2 ways. First, flee out of the midst of her by getting away from that false religion. And when the Lord give us the sign, when they build that temple in Jerusalem and the Pope moved in it, then physically flee out of the midst of her. Because if you don't, whatever falls on her is going to fall on you. Y'all understand? Go ahead and read.
And deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense.
That lets you know it's time for her to be repaid. What time is it? The time of the Lord's vengeance, sisters and brothers. That's the day of trouble.
Yeah.
It's also called the day of the Lord.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and read.
Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken.
Then we read what this woman had a cup in her hand full of her fornication.
Yep.
And all the nations drank of it. That's talking about the religion and made all the inhabitants of the earth drunk. Go ahead and read.
The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Go ahead.
Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed.
Go ahead.
We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed.
We couldn't do nothing to her. You try to take down the false religion or do something right, you got to walk. Go ahead and read.
Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reaches into heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies.
Go ahead.
The Lord hath brought forth our righteousness, and come, and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord our God.
That's when he take us back. Go ahead and read.
Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord hath raised up the spear of the kings of the Medes for his devices against Babylon, to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple.
Now who is it? These Medes that he can roll the spirit of? The Russian sisters and brothers.
Russia.
And the Persians going to come with them. People want to, well, it ain't nowhere. I said, look, the Lord tell you, give you geographical location of the Medes in this last day. So they're at the end of the earth. That's the east. When you come out of Russia, what do you come to? Alaska in the west, don't you? And when you go north, ain't no country northern than Russia, on Eastern Europe. The Lord gave you who it is, but what verse are we?
That was the end of 11.
Go ahead.
Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambushes. For the Lord hath both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon.
Go ahead.
Oh, that thou dwellest upon many waters.
See, but that's the same one that Revelation talk about, right? We're talking to Babylon in the future, the one we're looking at. Oh, that thou that dwellest upon many waters. Go ahead and read.
Abundant in treasuries. Thine end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness.
Thy end is come. And sisters and brothers, it is almost here. We're looking at this thing. Skip down to verse 47. Verse 47, I mean, we are looking at it.
Yeah.
That's why it's good to pay attention to prophecy. You won't get caught sleeping. Verse 47, go ahead and read.
Therefore, behold, the days come that I will do judgment upon the graven images of Babylon. And her whole land shall be confounded, and all her slain shall fall in the midst of her.
Go ahead.
Then the heavens and the earth and all that is therein shall sing for Babylon, for the spoiler shall come into her from the north, saith the Lord.
Now, nobody did that to the old Babylon, didn't they? Go ahead and read.
As Babylon have caused the slain of Israel to fall, so at Babylon shall fall the slain of all the earth.
He's going to bring them all down. If America might have some soldiers in this fight, but they ain't going to be the one that's going to be leading this fight.
No.
Go ahead and read.
That was the end of
That's
49.
the end of it? Yeah. I want all of them to come down, sisters and brothers, because the Lord said, I'm going to settle it. This is Babylon. This is European Union that you're looking at right now that we're reading about. Now let's go into Revelation, the 18th chapter. Revelation chapter 18. Because the Lord telling his people, flee out of here.
Yeah.
Whatever you got to do to survive until it's time, do it. Because we can survive at this time.
Yeah.
Because the Bible ain't going to lie. It says, in the day of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have this understanding, you're going to have the mark of the beast all over you. And you're going to be in trouble with the Lord when the Lord comes.
Yeah.
Revelation 18, we're going to start and read that verse 1. Revelation 18 and verse 1. Go ahead and read.
And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory.
Go ahead.
And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit.
He's just fallen. He's going to make it a desert. All kind of animals going to be out there. Go ahead and read.
And a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Go ahead.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxing rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
All of them come out of this church, which is running the West, sisters and brothers. The European Union. All of them. Go ahead and read.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Now that, like I say, that's a double commandment by God. First, come out of her. Don't be a part of this religion that they got out there.
Right.
And physically, come out of her when you see the signs that Jesus gave you.
Right.
Skip down to verse 9. Verse 9 and go ahead.
And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
Yes, sir, because he's going to burn down this whole Gentile dynasty, sisters and brothers, that's led by the European Union. Go ahead and read.
Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is that judgment come.
3.5 years. The Lord took her down. That's that 1 hour.
Yes, sir.
That's what you call an hour of temptation, sisters.
Yes, sir.
The Lord going to take her down, and ain't nobody going to be able to deal with her. Let's go into Isaiah, 13th chapter. See, the Lord is telling you all over, so you won't mistake what he's going to do and who he's going to do it to.
Right.
Isaiah chapter 13. Because the Lord wants us to understand this, because this thing is on top of us. It is on top of us. And we are looking at it too. Roman Empire is supposed to rise and fall 10 times. Now, every one of them nations that make up the European Union, they have to sign a treaty. You know what that's called? The Treaties of Rome. But still, the Bible called it Babylon the Great. Same people, Gentiles. Japhet's time to run this earth.
Right.
Isaiah 13, and we're going to start reading at verse 1. 13 and 1. Go ahead and read.
The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see.
The Lord showed it to every one of his prophets.
Yeah, he did.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because he wanted them to write this thing down so those of us in the last days would recognize what time it was.
Right.
And what time we're living in. Go ahead and read.
Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles.
Go ahead.
I have commanded my sanctified ones. I've also called my mighty one for mine anger. Even them that rejoice in my highness.
Now this time he's talking about Russian oil.
Yes, sir.
Did he call Nebuchadnezzar his servant?
Now
it's time for Russia, his servant, to kick in. Go ahead and read.
The noise of a multitude in the mountains. Like as of a great people.
Go ahead.
A tumultuous noise of the kingdom of nations.
A tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations. That ain't no one now. A whole lot of nations. That whole eastern bloc is going to be with Russia. Go ahead and read.
Gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle.
So who's the one that's bringing us about?
The Lord.
The Lord is. So how you going to stop it? Go ahead and read.
They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord.
Now you talking about the end of heaven, this talking about earth here. Once you go east and step out of Russia, do you know where you at? You in the west. You in Alaska. That's west.
Yes, sir.
Can't get no further west than Alaska. So let you know, this is geographical location. Go ahead and read.
And the weapon of his indignation to destroy the whole land. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand.
Oh, what day is this?
The day of the Lord.
The day of the Lord. See, the Lord is sitting right here in our time, sisters and brothers. The day of the Lord is at hand. Go ahead and read.
It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
This coming from the Lord. Can nobody stop this? Skip down to verse 9. Verse 9 and go ahead.
Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel and both with wrath and fierce anger.
Look, people tell me, oh, I'll be so glad when the Lord comes.
Right.
The day of the Lord come with what?
Cruel.
Cruel.
With wrath and fierce anger.
You ain't ready for that? Go ahead.
To lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out.
I mean, all over, sisters and brothers, not just in Babylon. Skip down. What verse was that? 9?
That was in the 9.
Go ahead and read.
For the stars of heaven and the constellation thereof shall not give their light.
Wait a minute. You telling me something going to happen with the stars too? Go ahead and read.
The sun shall be darkened and it's going forth.
Oh, you mean the sun going to go black too? Go ahead and read.
And the moon shall not cause her light to shine.
That dates it. What date is that? The day of the Lord, when the Lord is coming. Let's go look at it.
Right.
Keep your marker here because we're coming back. Okay? So keep your marker here. Let's go into Revelation, the 6th chapter. But we're coming right back after this. I just want to make sure that you see what time this is talking about.
Right.
Isaiah was telling it. Just like Jeremiah told it. Like the rest of the part, Daniel's told it.
Yeah, he did.
All of them, so we would be around to read it. Revelation 6, and we're going to start reading at verse 12. Revelation chapter 6 and verse 12. Go ahead.
And I beheld when he had opened the 6th seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake.
Go ahead.
And the sun became black as sackcloth of hair.
How many times that's going to happen?
One time.
Go ahead.
And the moon became as blood.
How many times?
One time.
And
the stars of heaven fell into the earth, even as a fig tree casts her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind.
One time, isn't it?
One time.
Not 2 or 3 times, sisters and brothers, but go ahead and read.
And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their place.
Go ahead.
And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains.
Why? Go ahead and read.
And said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb.
Now look, when that heaven rolled back, They're going to see Jesus sitting on the throne at the right hand of the Father. We going to see it. How can you see up there? Because God said you can see it. You're going to see it.
Right.
Why do you think they're hollering for the mountains and the rocks to fall on us? Because all of a sudden now, somebody know that they have lived a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Their ministers have lied to them. Your mama done lied to you. Your daddy. Everybody that's supposed to be close to you done lied to you. Now you see it. For the rocks and the stone to hide us from the wrath of the Lamb. All of y'all come out of somebody's church. How many times you hear somebody talk about the wrath of Jesus?
Never.
They don't even teach about the lake of fire.
No, they don't.
That's why the people don't fear God.
No, they don't.
Because you don't know what's coming. You don't understand the consequences of sin.
Right.
Go ahead and read. What verse?
That was in 16.
Go ahead.
For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?
So didn't we say the day of the Lord? And ain't nobody going to be able to stand, sisters and brothers, because the Lord is going to bring it. Now let's go back to Isaiah the 13th chapter. I just want to let you know that Isaiah was telling you the same thing that John, the Apostle John, was saying. Look at all them generations in between them. Look at the generation between Isaiah and Jeremiah. Daniel's brother and Jeremiah. Daniel was reading from the book of Jeremiah.
Yes, sir.
But they all got the same story.
That's it.
Told by one master, which is Jesus. Now, Isaiah 13, and we're going to start reading at verse 11. I just want to let you know that we're talking about the same time.
Yeah, we are.
Verse 11, go ahead and read.
And I will punish the world for their evil.
He's going to punish how many?
The world.
The world for their evil. Because the world is evil, sisters and brothers. Ain't no nation exempt. Go ahead and read.
And the wicked for their iniquity.
And
I will call the arrogancy of the proud to cease.
Go ahead.
And I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold. Even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
Now, do you know what precious means?
Few.
People tell me, oh, she's so precious. That ain't got nothing to do with it. It's talking about few. That means he's going to kill so many men. And the man going to be a commodity. That's why when they go back, 7 women going to take the hold of one man, so we're going to make our own living. Just let us be called by your name. Why? Because there ain't don't be no men left. You're going to get killed in the wars that's going to take place all over this world. And you're going to be in them armies that you shouldn't be in.
Right.
What verse?
That was in the 12.
Go ahead.
Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place.
Go ahead.
In the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger.
That's the day. Go ahead and read.
And it shall be as the chase roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up.
Go ahead.
They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one to his own land.
Now that's when everybody gonna try to get to their own land. Where you gonna go when everybody else go to their own land, Mr. Negro? You going back to Mississippi? Or either you going back to Africa? Where you going?
Right.
Because this is going to happen.
Yeah.
Go ahead and read.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
That's why you better find somewhere to go. Go ahead and read.
And everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Go ahead.
Their children also be dashed to pieces before their eyes.
Oh, you mean they ain't going to have no pity on the children?
No.
And the babies? Go ahead.
Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished.
Who's going to be doing this? The kings and the Medes.
Yeah.
They're going to come like a sponge. They're going to lick up everything and destroy everything that they get close to. Go ahead and read.
Behold, I will store up the Medes against them, which should not regard silver. And as for gold, they should not delight in it.
You can't buy your way out of it. Go ahead and read.
Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces.
Go ahead.
And they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb.
That's a baby. They probably get babies and with the feet and bash their head against rocks. Y'all ain't ready for this.
No, you ain't.
Go ahead and read.
Their eyes should not spare children.
And go ahead.
And Babylon, the glory of the kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
I mean, God's going to take Babylon the great down. But when doing so, he's going to take the whole world down.
Yeah.
You ain't ready for this?
No.
But it's right on top of us. When he going to do it? At his coming. Let's go into Revelation, the 19th chapter. See, people don't tell you, oh, we know that's too hard. I said, that is stupid. You tell somebody, look, here come a lion. He's going to come over the hill in 10 minutes. You better run. Oh, I don't want to hear those hard talk. The lion come over the hill, and when they find out about it, he's dinner.
Right. Too late.
Revelation 19th chapter. This is when this is going to happen, sisters and brothers. Because it said the heaven's going to roll back like a scroll, didn't it? And let's see what's going to happen when the heaven roll back like a scroll. Who's going to come up out of it? Verse 11. Go ahead.
And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True.
Go ahead.
And in righteousness do judge and make war.
Now they don't even read in Revelation. They don't want to know about the one that's come on a white horse. He do his judge and make war.
Yes, sir.
This is that sweet Jesus that everybody's talking about. You know the guy that drowned the whole world? Woo! Has the world been mistaught on this guy?
Yeah, they have.
Go ahead and read.
His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns.
Go ahead.
And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself.
Go ahead.
And he was clothed with the vesture dipped in blood.
Blood of who? Blood of men. Go ahead and read.
And his name is called the Word of God.
That's the one that was in the beginning with God, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
In the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God. You're reading about him. Go ahead and read.
And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean.
That's the angels. All the angels going to come. The 2/3 of the angels, the whole angels going to come with him, and we're going to meet him in the air. He's going to have two armies. All of the angels, holy angels, and all of the
First resurrection.
God. Fresh off the men. Fresh off the press. Brand new gods with all power. Can you imagine that? That's what's going to go down, sisters and brothers.
Yeah.
So this man going to war against him? That'll let you know that this man is thoroughly misinformed. What verse?
That was the end of 14.
Go ahead.
And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that in it should smite the nations.
Now, people think ain't no sword going to come out of his mouth. He's going to tell the angels and his saints, kill them all.
Right.
This is the army that's going to come against him. Go ahead and read.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron. And he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of Almighty God.
Go ahead.
And he had on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
Go ahead.
And I saw an angel standing in the sun. And he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven,
Go ahead.
come and gather yourselves together into the supper of the great God.
I mean, there's going to be so many killed, sisters and brothers, until there's going to be too many to bury. So they're going to bring in the birds, the carnivorous birds and the carnivorous beasts. Come and eat some of these bodies.
Right.
Can you imagine that? It's just going to be most of that, but it's going to be all over the world. Jeremiah 25th chapter said the slain of the Lord is going to be from one end of the earth to the other. And then the Lord said, we just read that the Lord is going to punish the earth for his iniquity. We ain't ready for this. What verse?
End of 17.
Go ahead.
That ye may eat the flesh of kings, and the flesh of captains, the flesh of mighty men, and the flesh of horses, and of them that sit on them, and the flesh of all men, both free and bond, both small and great.
Go ahead.
And I saw the beasts, and the kings of the earth, and their armies, gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse, and against his army.
Now that let you know that these people have not been taught, sisters and brothers. If you knew the word of God, would you be getting ready to war against Jesus?
No.
Because you will know who he is. You be falling on your knees saying, oh, Lord, have mercy. But these guys are going to try to fight against God. But then we read in Daniel the 2nd chapter that the stone smote the image on the feet.
Yeah, it did.
In the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom. These guys are going to actually try to fight against God. Go ahead and read.
20. And the beast was taken.
That's the one that's going to be running the political, either the temporal leader.
Yeah.
And the beast was taken. Go ahead and read.
And with him the false prophet.
There's Papa.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and read.
That wrought miracles before him. Which with he deceived them that have received the mark of the beast.
Go ahead.
And them that worship his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire, burning with brimstone.
That's when the lake of fire going to come in existence, sister and brother. When the Lord on his way down, he's going to create the lake of fire. This is going to be in Jerusalem. We can read and tell you exactly where it's going to be. But before he hit the ground, them two guys are going to be in a free fall.
Yeah.
That means that they knew better. They didn't even get to stand in white throne judgment. Because they've been weighed in the balance like Belshazzar was.
Yeah. Weighed, found
and
one.
he was found one. Go ahead and read.
And the remnant was slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse.
Go ahead.
Which sword proceeded out of his mouth. And all the fowls were filled with their flesh.
That's why the Lord tell all the fowls and all the beasts, come to the great supper of the Lord. Because I got a whole lot of people for you.
Yeah, I do.
Whole lot. Whole lot. Now let's go into Zechariah the 14th chapter. We're going to look at this same thing that's taking place. The Lord had this thing done, sisters and brothers, so we would read this book and we would fear him and walk in his ways.
Right.
But we don't read the book. We fear man more than God. Brother told me one time, so-and-so, you got into this kind of trouble, and they brought you up and question you. You swear, you know. I don't swear, I say I'll farm. And they tell you about something, you get in trouble. If you lie, you can get out of it. Would you lie? I said, no, because I'm worried about the one that's going to judge him and me.
Right. Right.
You understand? There ain't nothing in man's world that make me fear him enough to lie on the Lord. Or even lie before the Lord.
Right.
I'm going to tell it like it is and let it fall like it falls.
Yes, sir.
14:1. Go ahead and read.
Behold, the day of the Lord cometh.
You notice how it started out, the day of the Lord, don't it? The Lamb, this is the day of the Lord's wrath. The wrath of the Lamb. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh. Go ahead and read.
And thy spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem.
Go ahead.
To battle.
That's going to be the battle of Armageddon. There's going to be some big killing on before that, but this is going to be the culmination of all of it. And when they bring them against Jerusalem, what's going to happen?
The city shall be taken, and the houses rifled, and the women ravished, and half of the city shall go forth into captivity, and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city.
That's why I won't go to Jerusalem. Brother, why don't you go to the promised land? I said, I will when the one that promised me is there.
Right.
Go ahead and read.
Then shall the Lord go forth and fight against those nations as when he fought in the day of battle.
Go ahead.
And his feet shall stand in that day upon the Mount of Olives.
Go ahead.
Which is before Jerusalem on the east. And the Mount of Olives shall cleave in the midst thereof toward the east and toward the west. And there shall be a very great valley. And half of the mountain shall remove toward the north, and half of it toward the south.
So when Jesus' feet hit the Mount of Olives, it's going to split, sister and brother, because he's going to come in his power. Yeah. Go ahead and read.
And ye shall flee to the valley of the mountains, for the valley of the mountains shall reach into Azal. Yeah, ye shall flee, like as ye fled from before the earthquake in the days of Uzziah, king of Judah.
Go ahead.
And the Lord my God shall come, and all the saints with thee.
Now the people that survive the beast and the false prophet and then receive the mark, they're going to be running to the Lord because they will have suffered a terrible time. So terrible that the Lord said there's not a time of being that bad and shall never be again.
Right.
So they're going to run. And the Lord, our God, shall come and all of the saints with him. Where did they get them saints from?
Met
him in the air. 1 Thessalonians, the 4th chapter, tell you about that they call the rapture.
Right.
Go ahead and read.
And it shall come to pass in that day that the light shall not be clear nor dark. There shall be one day which shall be known to the Lord, not day nor night.
Now,
it shall come to pass.
I don't know what that day is going to look like. Right? That's going to be someday. Skip down to verse 9 and read it.
And the Lord shall be king over all the earth. In that day shall there be one Lord, and his name one.
Didn't it say that stone that hit the image going to grow and fill the entire earth? He's going to be king over all earth. Skip down to verse 12. This is a little caveat to them that fights against him. Go ahead and read.
And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
Go ahead.
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. And their eyes shall consume away in their holes. And their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Can you imagine that? You were talking about Adam Bomb. Adam Bomb can't do to you what God can do to you.
No, he can't.
Skip down to verse 16 and go ahead.
And it shall come to pass that everyone that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, and to keep the Feast of Tabernacles.
So this Feast of Tabernacles we keep, you're going to have to keep that too, and everybody is going to go up from year to year and worship the Lord. Go ahead and read.
And it shall be that whoso would not come up of all the families of the earth into Jerusalem to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, even upon them shall be no rain. So the Lord ain't going to let it rain on your crops. That means you ain't going to be able to grow no food. That means that you're going to die. Yeah.
Lord ain't fooling around, sisters and brothers. He is not fooling around. All nations got to come up. Let's go into Matthew, the 25th chapter. Matthew chapter 25. The Lord is telling us, sisters and brothers, but ain't nobody reading the book. Don't nobody read.
That's it.
Because if they read this book, somebody would change their behavior. Even if you read it without a teacher, you keep reading and keep reading, you're going to see some of this stuff.
You definitely will, Brother Bowie.
Because I've read stuff and didn't quite understand. I just kept reading. Then I read over here, which explained what I just read over there. Oh, that's what this means. But ain't nobody read the book. Matthew 25, we're going to read, start at verse 31. Because the Lord said everybody got to come up. When? Go ahead and read.
When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him.
Go ahead.
Then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. And before him shall be gathered all nations. And he shall separate them one from another, as the shepherd divides his sheep from the goats.
Now, that's what he's going to do. He's going to separate. All nations got to come up. He's going to separate nations and individuals, the one that's going to serve him and the one that is not. Now, let's go into Ezekiel, the 43rd chapter. I'm just letting you know, sisters and brothers, this thing is on top of us. Look at what's going on around you. Get involved with this truth. And try to figure out with the word what you're supposed to do when the time comes. Because good going to come for the people that do right. But are you going to be prepared to take advantage of good when it get here? That's what I'm looking for. Anything else to me is irrelevant.
Right.
Stuff going to happen. You're going to suffer. But the whole thing is, you're going to suffer some more if you ain't prepared to what's coming. 43 and 1. Ezekiel chapter 43, and we're going to start reading at verse 1. Okay, go ahead.
Afterward, he brought me to the gate, even the gate that looketh toward the east.
Now, this is when the Lord come back. You remember, he didn't came. Now, his feet that hit the Mount of Olives. Then he's going to go to the place of safety in the wilderness, and he's going to teach there for 3.5 years. And once he leaves there, he's going to come out of the wilderness into Jerusalem. That's why he come through the eastern gate, just like they came when they came across the Jordan River. Ain't the Jordan River east of Jerusalem?
Yes, sir.
He gonna come into the land the same way. So he come through the gate that looketh toward the east. Go ahead and read.
And behold, the glory of the God of Israel came from the way of the east. And his voice was like a noise of many waters.
Go ahead.
And the earth shined with his glory.
Because he was here. Skip down to verse 4 and go ahead.
And the glory of the Lord came into the house by the way of the gate, whose prospect is toward the east.
Now that house is the temple that Zerubbabel and his cohorts are going to build. Another lesson, we'll show you that. They're going to build a temple while he is preparing the people in the wilderness. So he's going to go into the house. Go ahead and read.
So the Spirit took me up and brought me into the inner court. And behold, the glory of the Lord filled the house.
Go ahead.
And I heard him speaking unto me out of the house, and the man stood by me.
He saw the glory of the Lord fill the house. Jesus was in it, sisters and brothers. And he spoke to Ezekiel out of the house. Go ahead and read.
And he said unto me, Son of man, the place of my throne and the place of the soles of my feet.
Son of man, the place of my throne and the place of the soles of my feet. Go ahead and read.
Where I would dwell in the midst of the children of Israel forever.
Well, I will rapture everybody off to heaven.
No.
Well, I will dwell in the midst of the children of Israel forever. He letting you know that, sisters and brothers. Now let's go into Luke. That's enough of that.
Okay.
Just want you to know where the Lord was going to dwell. He's going to be in the temple that Zerubbabel is going to build, and he is going to dwell in the midst of the children of Israel forever.
Yes, sir.
But then Luke knew about this because Mary knew this because the angel told her.
Yeah.
Let's go into Luke, the 1st chapter. Everything coincides, sisters and brothers, when you read this book. That's why we know that this thing is up on us, because we read this book.
Yeah.
Luke chapter 1. Luke chapter 1. And we're going to start reading at verse 26. Luke 1 and 26. Okay, read it.
And in the 6th month, the angel Gabriel was sent from God into a city of Galilee named Nazareth.
Go ahead.
To a virgin espoused to a man whose name was Joseph, of the house of David, and the virgin name was Mary.
Let's see what he told us. Skip down to verse 30 and continue.
And the angel said unto her, Fear not, Mary, for thou hast found favor with God.
Go ahead.
And behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb and bring forth a son, and shall call his name Jesus.
He already told you, you're going to have a son, you're going to call his name Jesus. Go ahead and read.
He shall be great, and shall be called the Son of the Highest.
Go ahead.
The Lord God shall give unto him the throne of his father David.
And the Lord God is going to give unto him the throne of his father David. Go ahead and read.
He shall reign over the house of Jacob forever, and of his kingdom there shall be no end.
And he's going to reign over the house of Jacob forever. Didn't he say in Ezekiel where he's going to dwell in the midst of Israel? Mm-hmm. And there ain't going to be no end in his kingdom, sisters and brothers. All of this is taking place on the ground. So what did he promise us? Let's go in Revelation 3rd chapter and see. People serve God, go to church every Sunday. You know, what is that? Why are you going here? What is it that the Lord promised you?
Right.
They couldn't answer you if a pistol was up at their head.
No.
Because you can't give an answer if ain't nobody taught you nothing.
Right.
3 and 20. Revelation 3rd chapter, we're going to read verse 20. 3 and 20. Revelation 3 and 20. Okay, go ahead.
Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come in to him and will sup with him, and he with me.
Now, he's talking about the door of your mind, sisters and brothers. Didn't the Lord tell you that if you eat his flesh and drink his blood, you're going to have eternal life?
Yes, sir.
Then the people start murmur. This is the hard saying. He said, the words that I speak, the flesh profited nothing. The words that I speak, they are spirit and they are life. So if you open up your mind and let the Lord come in. He will sup with you and you with him through his word.
Yes, right.
And look what he promised you. Go ahead and read.
To him that overcometh, will I grant to sit with me in my throne.
Go ahead.
Even as I also overcame and am set down with my Father in his throne.
He didn't promise you his Father's throne,
No.
did he? He said sit with him in his throne. Just like I've sat down with my Father in his throne. Father's throne is in heaven right now.
Right.
But Jesus' throne is not going to be until he comes the second time, sisters and brothers. And he promised us that if we overcome, we let him come in and obey him. Mm-hmm. Let's go and look at it again. Psalms chapter 122, 122nd chapter of Psalms, sisters and brothers. The Lord is thorough in his word. It's just that nobody bothers to read it. And you think you're just going to waltz up to heaven. You ain't getting into heaven under no circumstances.
Right.
And you're going to suffer on earth. Psalms 122. Psalms 122. And we're going to start reading at verse 1. 122nd chapter of Psalms, we're going to start reading at verse 1. Okay, go ahead.
I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of the Lord.
Go ahead.
Our feet shall stand within thy gates, O Jerusalem.
Because that's where the house of the Lord is going to be. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and read.
Jerusalem is built as a city that is compact together.
Uh-huh.
Whether the tribes go up, the tribes of the Lord, unto the testimony of Israel, to give thanks unto the name of the Lord.
Go ahead.
For there are set thrones of judgment.
That's in Jerusalem. For there are set thrones of judgment. Go ahead and read.
The thrones of the house of David.
Didn't Jesus say he's going to let you sit with him on his throne?
Right.
And he's sitting on David's throne. So if you sit with him on his throne, then you sitting on the throne of judgment, because the freedom and the first resurrection is going to run this earth.
Yes, sir.
And they're going to be sitting on the throne of David. It all coincides, don't it? Let's go into Revelation 20th chapter. Revelation chapter 20. I'm talking about this book is so thorough, there ain't nothing you can condemn it with. Revelation 20. Same people that he promised. We're going to start reading at verse 4. Revelation 20 and verse 4, because he said he saw thrones of judgment.
Yeah.
Thrones in the house of David in Jerusalem. Verse 4. Okay, go ahead.
And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them.
Uh-huh.
And judgment was given unto them.
And they stood in judgment.
No.
Judgment was given unto them, wasn't it?
Yes,
that
sir.
That means that they was the judges, didn't it?
Yep.
Would you rather be the judge than the judgee?
Right.
I'd rather be the judge.
Right.
You decide what you're going to be right now. Y'all understand that? And judgment was given unto them. Go ahead and read.
And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Jesus and for the word of God.
Doesn't mean if something happened and you got to die for the truth, are you going to lie to live? Are you going to do like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego?
Throw us in the fire.
So look at here. I know that my God can deliver me. Whether he will deliver me, I don't know that, but I know one thing. I ain't going to worship this statue.
Right.
So do what you got to do, partner.
What you got to do.
That's the attitude you got to have.
In that order.
So you might be among the ones that don't make it to the place of safety, and they hem you up. Deny Jesus or die. I tell them that's a no-brainer. Go ahead. Because I know as soon as I go down, it's going to be just like I took a nap and woke up.
Right.
Dead know nothing.
No, they don't.
And I'm going to wake up in the first resurrection. Partner, you ain't got nothing to frighten me with. Once you know and understand the truth, the only person you fear is God, because he can wake you up and kill you forever. Fear him. What verse?
Middle of 4.
Finish. Go ahead.
And which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither have received this mark upon their foreheads.
Go ahead.
Or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Christ 1,000 years.
So you sitting on one of them thrones of judgment, ain't you?
Yes,
Go ahead and read.
But the rest of the dead lived not again until the 1,000 years were finished.
Go ahead.
This is the first resurrection.
That's the one we shooting for.
Yeah.
We shooting for it.
Got to.
I know if the thief can get it on the last day of his life, I can get it.
Right.
Y'all understand? The last day, he repented.
Yeah.
The thief did. And he got him a shot and going to come up in the first resurrection. Jesus promised him that.
Yeah.
If he can get it, what about me and you? Whatever you guilty of, or whatever you done wrong, Solomon told you that as long as you are living,
there's hope.
there's hope.
There's hope.
They told him, come on, take the head. What
Right.
verse are we?
That was in the 5.
Go ahead and read.
Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection.
Go ahead.
On such the second death have no power.
Uh-huh.
But they shall be priests to God and to Christ, and shall reign with him 1,000 years.
That's the good part. You ain't got to worry about the lake of fire.
No.
God ain't going in the lake of fire. And you will be God if you make that first resurrection. Not one of the gods. God is a uniplural word. One family, but more than one member, just like man, M-A-N. How many of you are you a man? How many in here are man? Oh, everybody. But the world don't know that because the world have not been taught. You're going to rule with the Lord 1,000 years. Let's go into Isaiah 65. Isaiah chapter 65. Because the Lord put all this here. He wants us to know what's going on. That's why we pick it up at the Tower of Babel. Isaiah chapter 65.
Isaiah 14.
I'm sorry, Isaiah 14, I'm sorry. Good, I guess I'll let y'all keep my notes. Isaiah 14. And we're going to start reading at verse 1. Isaiah 14 and 1. See, sisters and brothers, the Lord showed me this stuff that I'm teaching y'all. I ain't smart enough to know all this stuff I'm teaching y'all. The Lord opened my eyes, and I see this. And I'm going to do what he said. I'm going to pass it on because he told the watchman, and I am indeed a watchman. Warn the people from me.
Yes, sir.
You're getting warned now. 14 and 1. 14 and 1. Okay, go ahead.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land.
Go ahead.
And the stranger shall be joined with them.
Go ahead.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Now we go, then strangers going to go with us. Some of us going to cleave to us, but all of them going to cleave to God. Go ahead and read.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
Go ahead.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and for handmaids. And they shall take them captive, whose captives they were. And they shall rule over their oppressors.
And they're not going to oppress them either.
No.
They're going to be indigent servants. Some of them just going to be high. Go ahead and read.
It shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
That's why this hard times are going on. Remember this. The day going to come and he's going to give us rest from it. Go ahead and read.
That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how have the oppressors ceased? The golden city ceased.
Now we're still talking about the king of Babylon?
Right.
Yeah, because after him ain't going to be no more man king on this earth.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and read.
The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers.
Go ahead.
He who smote the people in wrath with the continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth.
That was the king of Babylon. Started with Nebuchadnezzar. That covers the whole Gentile dynasty. The Lord said, hey, I'm going to take him down.
Take him.
And ain't nobody going to stop me.
No, no.
Go ahead and read.
The whole earth is at rest.
How many?
The whole earth.
The whole earth is at rest. Go ahead.
And it's quiet. They break forth into singing.
That is really something. The whole earth is going to break forth into singing because there ain't going to be nothing but peace from one end of the earth to the other. Because the Lord is going to make that happen, sisters and brothers. That'll be your time then. Now let's go into Isaiah 65. That's what I'm looking for. Make that resurrection, we'll be a part of the ones that's going to bring about this peace on this earth. And there ain't going to be no challenges. No, I got my rights. I tell you, you got the right to live or die. That's what you got.
Right.
Now you choose it.
Right.
Isaiah 65, we're going to start reading at verse 17. Isaiah 65 and verse 17. Okay, read it.
For behold, I create a new heaven and a new earth.
Uh-huh.
And the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind.
Now that means he's going to rework it, but it ain't going to be no brand new like on new dirt and all. It's going to be a earth that's ruled in love and peace and harmony.
Right.
Go ahead and read.
But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create.
Go ahead.
For behold, I create a rejoicing. I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy.
Go ahead.
And I rejoice in Jerusalem, and join my people. And the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her.
Go ahead.
Nor the voice of crying.
Nope, ain't going to have no more of that. Go ahead and read.
There shall be no more thence an infant of days.
Go ahead.
Nor an old man that have not filled his days.
Go ahead.
For the child shall die 100 years old, but the sinner, being 100 years old, shall be accursed.
So the Lord's going to lengthen the days, sister and brother. I'm calling myself a old man at 83. If I should end up in flesh and blood, which I don't want to, I want to end up as God.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I done went to be a child again. Because he's going to lengthen the days back.
Yeah.
Like it was, because he's going to be here. Skip down to verse 25 and read it. Go ahead.
Verse 45?
Verse 25.
Oh, okay. The wolf and the lamb shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw like the bullock, and dust shall be the serpent's meat. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, saith the Lord.
See that peace he made with the animals that you had in the days of Adam and Eve? He's going to restore it. You can pet wolves and lions, play with python snakes, and don't worry about your baby being eaten. There ain't going to be no waste and destruction in all of his holy mountain, and his holy mountain is going to be the whole earth.
Yes, sir.
That's why the whole earth is going to break out into singing. Now let's go into Ezekiel, the 47th chapter. Ezekiel chapter 41. 47, brother. And you just got 2 more places after this. I thought I'd give you a little hope. I ain't going to punish you for showing up in the snow. Ezekiel 47. Sister and brother, this is going to happen. And this is right on top of us. This is right on top of us. 47 and 1. Ezekiel 47 and verse 1. Okay, go ahead.
Afterward, he brought me again into the door of the house, and behold, waters issue out from under the threshold of the house eastward.
Now, this is when the Lord come and he's in the temple now. This is this house he's talking about. Go ahead and read.
For the forefront of the house stood toward the east, and the waters came down from the right side of the house at the south side of the altar.
Go ahead.
Then brought he me out of the way of the gate northward, and led me about the way without into the other gate by the way that looketh eastward. And behold, there ran out waters on the right side.
Go ahead.
And when the man that had the line in his hand went forth eastward, he measured 1,000 cubits and brought me through the waters. The waters were to the ankles.
Now, this water that's running out from under the temple is get deeper and deeper as it comes from under the temple of God. Go ahead and read.
Again, he measured 1,000 and brought me through the waters. The water was to the knees.
Go ahead.
Again, he measured 1,000 and brought me through. The water was to the loin.
Go ahead.
Afterward he measured 1,000, and it was a river that I could not pass over.
Go ahead.
For the waters were risen, waters to swim in. A river that could not be passed over.
Go ahead.
And he said unto me, Son of man, hast thou seen this? Then he brought me and caused me to return to the brink of the river. Now when I had returned, behold, at the bank of the river were very many trees on the one side and on the other. And he said unto me, these waters issued out toward the east country and go down into the desert and go into the sea.
Go ahead.
Which being brought forth into the sea, the waters shall be healed.
So the Lord is cleaning up the earth with this water.
Yes, sir.
And he said the water's going to be healed. Go ahead and read.
And it shall come to pass that everything that liveth, which moveth, whithersoever the river shall come, shall live. And there shall be a very great multitude of fish, because these waters shall come thither. They shall be healed, and everything shall live, whether the river cometh.
So you're going to have a whole lot of fish. You're going to have a whole lot of everything, sisters and brothers. Skip down to verse 12.
Yes, sir.
Continue.
And by the river upon the bank thereof, on this side and on that side shall grow all trees for meat, whose leaves shall not fade.
Go ahead.
Neither shall the fruit thereof be consumed.
Go ahead.
It shall bring forth new fruit according to its months, because the waters that issue out of the sanctuary, and the fruit thereof shall be for meat, and the leaf thereof for medicine.
Can you imagine that? You feel bad, you still get a little sick, you go and get you a leaf off the tree, and you eat it, and you're going to be healed. You ain't going to know how to get hungry, because the trees just keep having fruit every month. You can't eat them all up.
No, you can't.
This is what's going to take place on this earth, sisters and brothers. This is something to look forward to. What verse?
13. Thus said the Lord God, this shall be the border whereby ye shall inherit the land according to the 12 tribes of Israel. Joseph shall have 2 portions.
So now he started talking about inheritance of the land. Skip down to verse 21. And this is something I always like to read from my Hebrew brothers.
Right.
Verse 21, and go ahead.
So shall ye divide this land unto you according to the tribes of Israel.
Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass that ye shall divide it by lot for an inheritance unto you, and to the strangers that sojourn among you.
What? When we
Strangers.
go back, we're going to have to give the stranger some land too?
Yes, sir.
Remember, that stranger is your brother.
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead and read.
Which shall begot children among you.
Go ahead.
And they shall be unto you as born in the country among the children of Israel.
Go ahead.
They shall have inheritance with you among the tribes of Israel.
Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass that in what tribe the stranger sojourneth, there shall ye give him his inheritance, saith Lord God.
And you got to give it to him. You know, I was thrown out of Bible class on loading homes over there. Threw me out.
Yeah, they did.
Because I read this out of Hebrew class. So sisters and brothers, this is what's going to happen. Now let's go into Micah, the 4th chapter. Micah, the 4th chapter. Micah chapter 4. And we're going to start reading at verse 1. Micah 4 and verse 1. Yeah, I read that. The cat told me, get your hat and your coat. And him and his boys walked me to the door. Me and the brothers that were with me. I'm letting you know that this God we got is a fair God. Verse 1, go ahead and read.
And in the last days it shall come to pass that the mount of the house of the Lord shall be established in the top of the mountains. And it shall be exalted above the hills. And people shall flow into it.
This mountain is talking about the government of God. It's going to be established in the top of all the governments and all the cities. And the people are going to flow into it. Go ahead and read.
And many nations shall come and say, come, Let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob.
Go ahead.
And he will teach us of his ways.
Go ahead.
And we will walk in his paths. For the law shall go forth of Zion, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
Now, there ain't going to be no Rome left, so they ain't got nowhere else to go get it, right?
Right.
Skip down to verse. Well, keep reading.
Yeah, okay. And he shall judge among many people, and rebuke strong nations afar off. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks.
Go ahead.
Nation shall not lift up a sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
Because when the Lord get through with them, boy, they ain't got no more fight left in them.
No.
Go ahead and read.
But they shall sit every man on his vine and on his fig tree, and none shall make them afraid. For the mouth of the Lord of hosts have spoken it.
See, the Lord scattered the nations. He want them where they are. But they're going to be sitting there, and everybody going to have peace.
Yeah.
There ain't going to be no problem. Ain't nobody going to be bombing nobody or oppressing nobody. Ain't going to be no racism, no ethnic cleansing, or nothing.
No.
Ain't going to be nothing but peace.
That's it.
And let's show you what the Lord going to do at that time. Let's go into Zephaniah, the 3rd chapter. Zephaniah, the 3rd chapter. Because the Lord got it all laid out, sister and brother. All we got to do is make sure that we make it. Zephaniah chapter 3, and we're going to start reading at verse 8. Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 8. This is the last place. 3 and 8. Okay, read it.
Therefore wait ye upon me, said the Lord.
So the Lord telling his servant, therefore I want y'all to wait on me now. How do you wait on him? By living right and doing what he wants you to do. Therefore, wait ye upon me, said the Lord. Go ahead and read.
Until the day I rise up to the prey.
Now that mean rise up to the prey. He's talking about what you do when the lion jump at the prey. Do the lion jump over there and rub the deer on the back? See, wait up to him until he rise up to the plate. That's when he take this earth down by force. Go ahead and read.
For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation.
Ain't that what we've been reading about?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and read.
Even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
Go ahead.
For then will I turn to the people of pure language.
I'm going to turn them what?
Pure language.
Go ahead.
That they may all call upon the name of the Lord to serve him with one consent.
So now what God's going to do when he come back? He is going to reverse what he did at the time of Babel.
Yes, sir.
He's going to give everybody a pure language, and that is not Hebrew, because pure is something that haven't been used. That's why I don't concern myself with trying to learn Hebrew.
Right.
Because the Lord told me, Isaiah 28, with a stammering lip and another tongue will he speak to his people. And then whatever language you speak, he's going to speak to you. But when he returns, he's going to turn the whole earth a pure language that everybody might serve him on the same page, sisters and brothers. So this is the way it is, and this is the way it's going to be. And we're going to see this thing, sisters and brothers. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Lord.